Welcome once again. Today, Tuesday, a day before Ash Wednesday. So, as we were reading some passages from Mark, uh, now have we will follow the readings of the day in Lent. So there will be different passages. First 3 weeks there will be passages which come from different gospels. There will be the themes which are Lent related. So it will be about prayer, about fasting, about almsgiving, about the need of conversion. We will have different passages which speak about blindness or misunderstandings. We will have different passages. Then in the fourth and fifth week of Lent, we will have some passages from the Gospel of John, more organized readings from the Gospel of John, underlying this mystery of Christ. But those who would like to continue with the reading of Mark, you can always do it, which is beautiful. The Gospel of Mark have so many secrets, so many beautiful things. So it's good to see. The end of the gospel of the chapter 8, there will be some story about Peter's confession, the announcement made by Peter that Jesus is Christ. But then there will be Jesus Christ will be speaking about his death and resurrection. There will be three predictions of Jesus' death and resurrection. So passages where Jesus Christ really announcing his mission, that he came to give his own life, that he will be betrayed, but he will be also pointing out towards resurrection. And after each prediction, we will see the misunderstanding this statement by his disciples, by his apostles. After first prediction, Peter will try to rebuke Jesus Christ, to correct Jesus Christ, thinking that Jesus Christ, that he doesn't know, that Peter put himself as the one who seems to know better. And then there will be event of transfiguration, which will encourage the disciples, but also showing the mission of Jesus. Then after a second prediction of Jesus' death and resurrection, there will be apostles fighting who is more important. So we see another misunderstanding, and Jesus Christ will try, respond that to that to this misunderstanding by explaining. He will speak about the mission of the church as a mission, to be salt, to give taste to this reality of this generation. But salt, in order to give taste, need to disappear. Then we will have a third prediction, and after that we will have another misunderstanding. John and James, they were requesting the first places on the left and right side of Jesus in his kingdom. And Jesus Christ will be again trying to explain, to respond to that misunderstanding. He will speak about the mission of the church, but pointing out that it is, to be small, to be the last. So we see this kind of pattern, scheme, that in this end of chapter 8, chapter 9, and chapter 10, that will be this Jesus Christ predicting his death and resurrection. Then there is some misunderstanding, and there is an explanation. There will be in between some other passages mm, which will speak about figures of Elijah and Moses. So I mean that's coming. I mean, few chapters of Mark will have very clear structure, which is beautiful to see in the sense. I mean, because to see the disciples were quite normal or weak and they didn't understand. And that's first of all, I mean, it's giving really encouragement uh, when we see our own weaknesses. That there are the times when we don't understand, that we are like the disciples, but also to see that Jesus Christ come and will say this again and again and again, that Jesus Christ is coming to announce, then ready to explain to us. Uh, so if someone will be reading the eighth, the end of the 8th, 9, and 10th chapter of Mark, that is quite beautiful uh, with passages from the Gospel which really show us how the Lord comes and explains to us. So to see that when I find myself that I don't understand something, that like I'm like Peter, maybe thinking that I know better, to see how Jesus Christ will correcting me, but bringing me to the truth. When I will be having moments when I'm like James and John, thinking I mean to take the best places and forget about the rest of the 12. Jesus Christ will respond with encouragement to be the last, to be the small, to take this place which is less significant. So it is something really beautiful. Of course, we are always encouraged to come back to the gospel, to different passages, to find our own life there, that it is dialogue with the Lord is doing with which one of us. That is not only to learn about the apostles, but also to learn about ourselves and then about the Lord, who comes to show how much He loves us. He loves you, He loves me, and we are encouraged, to welcome this love day after day. Have a great day. God bless you.